Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining us for our weekly Oracle and Tarot card reading, and this will be for the week of October the 11th. Today I'm using the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. This deck has been calling to me for a while, haven't used it for a while, so we're going to use these cards today. And you can use this as a pick a card reading, card 1, 2, or 3, or a blended reading with all 3 cards for the beginning, middle, and end of the week. As I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. The beginning of the week, or card number 1, we'll take a card from the top. Middle of the week, or card number 2, I'll take a card from the center. And the end of the week, or card number 3, we'll take the bottom card. Okay, and let's see what we have for this week. And oops, still a Mercury retrograde, and we're still malfunctioning. Okay, those were, I guess you could consider them jumping cards. The last 2 cards should be really interesting and spot on. Card number 1, the beginning of the week, we have Balancing Act. Okay, and how interesting is this? We have this woman here holding this tightrope, and we have the ship balancing on top of it. Looks like a crystal ball, and it looks like little hearts are being dropped down from the sky. And I'll tell you, this deck is so unique. This is card number 11 if you're into numerology. Okay, and if you want to see the entire deck, feel free to check my playlist. I have over, I believe, 300 of my decks of cards on there, so you can take a peek there for the entire deck. And this card here is telling us that there are times when things seem a bit topsy-turvy, and it feels like you're juggling 1,000 balls in the air. Perhaps you're unsure of your footing. Now's the moment to evaluate which areas of your life need balance and then restore equilibrium. This card reminds me so much of the Two of Pentacles, where you see the person juggling the 2 pentacles. And you need to choose harmony over discord, and you'll be successful. So you have to evaluate, what's worth your time, what's not. Who do you have to say no to? Okay, we don't have to accept every invitation that comes our way, and if we don't have time to help someone, we could say, we're sorry, but at this point, my plate is full. I'd love to help you, but I just cannot. You'll find inner stability when you choose to, balance the things in your life and stay focused and stay level. So some of you out there, maybe the scales are dipping in one end or the other. Maybe you're working too much, not having enough fun time, leisure time, or maybe some of you are slacking off, having too much fun. I don't know if there's such a thing as too much fun, but you may need to tend to some other duties or work. And then in the middle of the week, or if you've chosen card number 2, it's actually card 38 in the deck, and it says, heal the ouch. Heal the ouch. Ouch. And we all have healing to do. Trust me, myself included. And this is a time for great soothing of the heart, body, soul, and mind. And this card indicates that healing will be prevalent in your life right now. And we can all use some healing, okay? I mean, we're always there for others in their time of need. But hey, what about some me time? What about some self-care? There's so many of us that are just givers, 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 and we just keep attracting takers. Well, it's time to turn our attention, our time, and our efforts inward. And if you feel drawn to studying the healing arts, maybe you want to be a Reiki healer, maybe you want to be a massage therapist, okay? Now's the time to start those types of studies. Buy a book, maybe take an online class, maybe take a class in person. Okay, and you may be able to restore the wellness of others. A lot of us are born healers, and we don't realize that we have these talents because we're so busy rushing around doing things that need to get done and doing what we feel we should or what people expect of us. But you know what? A lot of us have that inner gift, and I'll tell you, if I can't think of a greater time than right now that this world needs a lot of healing from what we've been through, what we're going through, and what the future may hold. And this message of this card may be that you're being called to change your behaviors in order to heal yourself or to heal the earth. Perhaps you'll switch to a cruelty-free diet, or, maybe eating less meat or paying more attention to how much water or electricity you use. You're asked to be conscious of your footprint on the sacred earth and all of life, and to commit to the healing path. This Heal the Ouch card may also be an indicator of old wounds and broken bonds being mended. Reconciliations are possible right now, so maybe we need to let bygones be bygones. However, maybe we have to realize that in order to heal, we have to release ourselves from certain people and situations. So it works both ways there. Depending upon the person, if this is a person that apologizes but their behavior doesn't change, then you got to say so long. If it's a person that's willing to prove themselves, and maybe it was an honest mistake or misunderstanding, maybe it's time to give another chance. But, when we keep giving chances over and over to the same people and the behavior never changes, you're being taken advantage of, and sometimes we have to cut these people loose. And for those of you out there, it could be friends, family, lovers, spouses, partners. It could be anyone in your life, or it could be a situation in your life. Maybe it's a soulless job that you're going to, like a robot every day because it pays the bills. Maybe it's time to start looking for something else that is better for you. And then the third card, or the end of the week, and this is card number 49 in the deck, is Talisman. And what a beautiful card this is. I just love the colors in this card. It's like a blue, green, and some golden tones here and there. And she has one foot on the ground, and one foot is kind of like off to the side here with just her toes touching, and she has her arm held out, and she's holding something here. Maybe that's a talisman. I'm not sure. I may need to read the book to find out what some of the symbolisms are. But every time I use this deck, I pick up on different things that I didn't see before. But right now, what this card means is that wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. It helps you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. And we've all gained this wisdom. Nothing is a waste of time as long as you've learned from it. And the more wisdom you gain and the more trials and tribulations you've gone through, the more learning you've experienced, and the further along it pushes you on your path. So, don't feel bad for things that happen in your life that are unfortunate or painful. Those are good things. Those are the times, when we most grow. So there are no mistakes, okay? Even if you thought you made a mistake on something or someone, you learned from it. So that's not a mistake. That's a lesson, and as long as you learned from it, it won't keep repeating itself. But if you don't learn your lesson, things will keep going round and round and round, and you will continue to keep repeating the same bad habits. So this card's telling you that, great fortune awaits you, for you have, the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You've learned your lessons and earned the right to your success. So a lot of you are doing the hard work. You're watching my videos. You're taking in this information. You're making changes in your life. You're not scared to move on from things that no longer serve you. You've come a long way. You should all give yourself a pat on the back. No matter how big or small your accomplishment is, they're all worth celebrating. Even little tiny baby steps that you take add up to something at the end of the week, the end of the month, the end of the year. Congratulate yourself for sticking to your path and continuing to grow. Wow, what a beautiful week. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like it by giving it a thumbs up, share it, and above all, subscribe, because I will be back with more.